my gosh. I am just so glad I bought this. I mean, aren't you? And Manila, I think you are. I am so glad I got this wand and I should probably get back to Wisteria. I mean, should I? I probably should. Let's go to Wisteria, Wisteria. Well, actually, since I'm an official student, I must do my duty. I must do my job. Look at how I think I'm not gonna wear that. I think so I think I'm just gonna stick with my first day of school is coming very near. Fire. That's not my first day. Then there's the storm. Here we are. School of Chaos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually, on second thought, I don't think this is the right area. Wait, yeah, this is the School of Chaos. This is the right area. Mr. Bunch, Professor Bunch. All right, students, take a seat. Why don't you switch spots over there? Oh, all right. I'll do that. Put all your books there, right? Now I can finally read Snow White and the Huntsman. No, I should read this. Cool. Alicia Anvil, Dreamer. Yes, Professor Bunch? Why don't you, tell us about the one thing that makes chaos powerful? You can bring in dark, you can bring dark, magic when you make chaos, not only for good chaos. You can add you can add bad chaos to make a good chaos. No, that is very correct. Thank you very much for saying that. Now, Verins Guttlesmith, did you hear her? Oh, yes, I did. How can you bring bad magic and turn it to good magic? Very good question. Anvil Dreamer. You are Alicia Anvil's Dreamer's sister, brother, of course. Yeah. Well, that is fantastic. Now, your homework, students, is I want you to study chaos very hard. Tomorrow we will have a challenge. Yes, we will. We will see you next class. Oh. Excuse me, Professor Bunch. What is it? What is chaos actually? This is the class of science, not chaos. Chaos is part of science. Oh, all right. Wow, what a great class. Can't wait to see what the others are like. Apparently this is the next. Yeah, Frost. School of Frost. Take a seat, Alicia Anvil. Of course. Frost. Instead of sitting there, and reading that book, why don't you sit way closer to the entrance? But of course. Right. So first of all, you folks, this is the class of Frost. Yes, of Frost. Known close to ice, but very different. Now, what we are learning today is probably just like ice. But Frost is, however, very different. Now, what does Frost do? Anybody? Ooh, me. Choose me. All right. What does Frost do? If you put it around anything, like let's say you put it around a flower, the flower will stay good forever if you keep the frost on, because it's like a little warm blanket. Of course, that is the answer. Now, why don't you come up here and try and do an example without any magic? All right. Now, you, Mr. Frickleburst. Yeah, stop reading that book. All right. Hey, you're not supposed to be reading it. Frickleburst? Well, I don't care if I get in trouble or not. I'm reading it. Oh. Try and do it yourself. Alright, so, what you do is that you add ice with water, and it'll drop frost out of the container. And then, if you do it a long time, you got a whole jar of frost, like there is right here. And you can pour the jar of frost over anything, but it won't work. You have to use the magic of frost. And in the next class, we'll learn of the magic of frost. Even if you are a useless goblin, which is not me. Now, if you guys do not have any jars to put your samples in, then you may take some. Too big. Oh, here's one. Here you go. Man, so far this is a great day. Is this class play now? Equilibrium class. Nope. This doesn't play right away. Here's the other class. What's this? Oh, class of spirit. Apparently this is the right one. Everybody sit down. And I mean everybody sit down. All the students that came from Wizard City, come here. Professor Pepper, you and your brother are the only ones who came here. No, the rest are in the other classes. Me and my brother are the only ones signed in this. Well, very nice to meet you all. Welcome to my third class. Now, take a book if you don't have any books from the library about, you could say, you don't have to say the real word. You could say math. Thank you. There we go. Actually, Alicia, why don't you sit somewhere else? Right. I do not like my the relatives sitting beside me. No, this isn't a good spot. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Now it's the equidation. Most of you don't know what that word is, but we'll get to that later. Now, math is the best thing you could say. It builds balance in between all. If I had a triangle, a line, a circle, and a... what is that long block? A square? No, not a square, but that's good enough. Alright, how do you put it? Why don't you come up here and tell the entire class? Alright. So, your big blocks on small things does not work. It'll just look like a pyramid. Alright, tell the class. Sheesh, I'm telling them. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you need to put the smallest things on top. The triangle will go on the bottom. The flat squaring will go in the middle. The circle and the triangle will be placed in any way you want, but not in the middle. Each one has to be placed on the side. Very good, darling. I hope that you all understood that. Now, look in your books at page 522. We will see an ancient programming settling. Now, who would like to come read this out loud? Mephila, why don't you come read this out loud?
Oh, really? So I'll read it out loud.
The square is a qualification of what? Figure out this addition plus multiplication and this minusers. And when you create the answer, make sure the answer is the same of the rest of them. Very good. Now that is your homework, alright, everybody? Alright, so next, what's on page 550? Turn to that page and, alright, everybody? Now, Malifia, why don't you come and read it up?
Alright, alright, so, if you add addition to multiplication, it will not work well. But if you do it with a plus B minusing Z to divided by an M equals what? If the answer is not correct, you are not very smart and you should not be reading this book.
Very good. So yes, guys, that is part of this class. Now, why don't you return your math books, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure to do that math question, everybody. Here we go. Whew. It's been a long time. Alright, spirit time. Let's hope I can do all of these in one day. Take a seat, everybody. Take a seat, everybody. And I mean everybody. Don't be afraid. Everybody take a skull, if you'll please. Okay, this is like really scaring me. Also, you may take your books out of death. Now, what we'll be learning is how to summon the spirit and the skull qualifications. Now, if you are hereby stranded and you need to find, and you have no magic, you need to find out what to do. If you need to see if anybody has survived on the island. If they have, you could live there. If they haven't, you need to know what died there. Now, if you look at the skull, who can tell me what's there? Anybody. Me? You right there. Yes, you, wizard. Alright, I guess that's me. My skull is the skull of a wizard. And how did you know that? The eyeball looks and the jaw teeth markings? Of course. Look at the teeth markings and the skull shape. I want you guys to take a book home from the Library of Spirits. Look in the back. The Book of Knowledge. No, do not look in there. Pass it by and look for the skeleton's markings. Next, why don't you come up here, wizard? Now, summon the spirit. No pets allowed. Bye, Ginger. Now summon this spirit to your eyes. I summon spirit of knowledge to the world by hereby name of God of Spirits. Very good, darling. You have done well. A+ for you. Now, everybody, I'll see you all later. Thank you, Professor Fullerton. Very good to you. Now, make sure you study that book. And go to the library to get it. I don't want you stealing any books from here. Yes. Oh, we gotta get out of here. I can't wait any longer. Alright, I guess this is day over for me. Sorry